everyone, it's Skylar here and we are back on the channel Skyla's's Benidorm Walking Tours. As you can see, I'm at home, I'm not out vlogging yet. So remember when I said to you guys that there's going to be a video on the channel? This is the video. This is the video that I'm going to wing it like I always do it when I talk about these things. Because the last video that I done, I was sitting on this table over there and I've got almost 10,000 views from that video. So we're doing the same sort of concept, and I want just for you guys to be aware, because the title of this video is the same sort of video that I've done, but I'm going to do like a more updated one for this channel. So, and you'll see the title of it soon. So yes, this is the video about pickpocketing. Yes. You'll be like, why are we talking about this again? And I'll tell you why, because we've got a few updates and I'm going to put my updates that I've had a bit of experience of as well. So, first and foremost, right, no matter where you are in the world, this might happen. Because you have pickpockets in Barcelona, Madrid, Valencia, you have them in Malta, you have them in Italy, you have them in France, you even have them in the UK, you have them all over. So it just doesn't just happen here, it happens everywhere where you go. So yes, but I'm just going to concentrate on Benidorm and the things that have happened in Benidorm and the things that have been experienced, right? So let's first talk about the spots where they hang out, right? First spot, you have Avenida Europa, and you have on the corner near this like a little shopping centre where the big Alsa bus comes to pick up passengers to go to the airport. They're often stood there on the corner on the steps of Calle Girona at the beginning of between the two intersections, because you've got the old town Calle Girona, which is absolutely beautiful, where Winners Bar is and Halfway House and the Lucky Shamrock and TikTok Roxanne on that little square. That's perfectly fine. And then you've got like the Los Alamos, the HB Centre hotels. As you're walking along there, you have a cross interstation. You cross over the road. As soon as you get on that left, my advice is try not to cross on the left hand side, try and cross on the right. And as a tour guide, I should be telling you these things as well. So left hand side on the steps, that's where they hang out. They're a bunch of Romanians. I'm sure they're Romanians. Yeah, that's where they hang out there. A few of them. But let's take you on to a continuation of Calle Girona. You're walking a little bit further up and you've got Rockstar on the corner. It's not like on the corner, but you're on Avenida de Murcia. That's the road that you should be a little bit more worried about. Because as you go on the continuation of Avenida de Murcia, you have officially the yellow brick road. On the first part of the yellow brick road is kind of more dangerous, but as you go further on towards Hotel Rio Park, it gets a little bit more sketchy. Now, try not to go down that road of a night, especially when you want to go up to Rio Park. The best way to get home if you are staying at Hotel Rio Park is, this is just my opinion, don't go up that way. Go up where the marina is, because it's a little bit light, and walk up, carry on up, walking up the continuation. It might be a little bit longer, up towards past, so it's Avenida de Cuenca. Walk up that road till you get to about I'll tell you where exactly. You've got a cigarette shop on the corner. Take a left, walk along, and then take a right, and you'll be at Hotel Rio Park. That's just my suggestion, but it will save you and your pockets and your bags and everything. We'll talk about that in a second. So, obviously, my advice, do not go down there overnight. I will try my best with my clients, with who I bring on my tours. I'll always warn them about it, to try not to take them down that road overnight. But I want to say this, right? Because I'm the only one that will say it, because I can, right? And I don't care how long this video is going to take. If it takes an hour, it's taking an hour, right? There is a bar on the top hand side as you turn left, right? That is where some of them hang out. This is the bar. You know what the name of the bar is. If you don't know, it's called the Tropical House. I've just mentioned the name. I don't give a shit. And that's, if you've been pickpocketed, that's the bar. They must have a little space where they have a little stash, and that's where they throw all the stash in. And the person that works behind the bar doesn't give a shit, because incident happened. We went there one time, right? Never again. Never again. And I've said to say, we ain't going in this bar ever again. Don't ask me to go in this bar again. Because this is an incident that actually happened, right? Right, two guys. They are Algerian. Right? Algerian, right? They're walking up. This is on the yellow brick road, cross river, and there's a guy on his own, young British lad, probably about 19, 20 years of age, right? Walked along, and they're going, yay! Rubbing him up and down, going and doing like with the whole like woo, like a little dance. Now there's two of them. While one of them's dancing, unzipped his bag, took his phone out, took his wallet out, zipped off, and they ran across to the bar. And done the little business. And then they come back out and they're just jabbing away, minding their own business. But the British guy realised, I'll tell you about my head in a minute, right? So, British guy realised he'd been robbed. He spots the two lads across the road. And this is where the little trick comes in, what they do, right? The guy went, you've robbed me stuff, you've robbed me. And he goes, no, I haven't, no, I haven't. Right? This is at first. So they go, no, I haven't, no, I haven't. And the British guy was adamant, you've robbed me stuff. And he's like, come on, come sit down with us, right? Now this is the second part of the trick. You sit down with them, right? They're going to ask you where your hotel is, right? They're going to ask you where your hotel is. The guy goes, oh, I don't know, it's somewhere around here, I don't know. Try to do something like that. Because what they'll want to do is, they'll want to go back with you to your hotel to get not just more money, but also to steal from inside your hotel room. These guys, I think they'd live fucking whatever. That's the trick that they do. Did the British guy get his phone back? No, he didn't. Did the guy fork over €300 to try and get his phone back? Yes, he did. Did he have the stuff taken out of his hotel room? Yes, he did. So yes, beware of that trick as well, because that's what they do. And that was just on the yellow brick road. Right, so we're going further in, right? If you're in a bar, any bar, Funky Flamingo, Rockstar, Andy's, Queen Arms, Insomnia, any bar along Cali Girona Strip. Be very wary of your phone. Do not ever leave your phone on the table, because they will see that, or they will see your wallet, bam, gone. Don't leave anything on the table. That is very, very important, right? We'll talk about bags in a second. Then you go further along Cali Girona, and you've got on the corner of Brit Station, there is a road called Avenida de las Filipinas. Yes, it's a very popular road, but it's right in the middle. And on the corner, right by the Wine Barrel, yes, there's a shop called the Wine Barrel on the corner, same side as Florida Bakery, by the way, on the corner. That's where a certain type of pickpocketer that we now know her as the he-she, right? No, true story. I first met this he-she, right? Seen her a couple of times, but definitely looked more like a man than a woman. And we went out a couple of times. Not long after that, was like about, must have been about 6-7 month period. No he-she. Where's the he-she? We got, someone told my partner, oh, you know, the he-she went to Turkey, right, and had boobs done and had the facial feminization treatment to look more like a feminine, right? But no gender surgery or nothing like that. Comes back, and I saw this was like late last year. It's back. It's back. But it looks, you still know it's a guy as a woman. But now it has the boobs, the facials like feminized, and that's their little spot. They're on that corner, because what they do is, if someone's being robbed, they run across to the beach, because you've got that little alleyway. Now that little alleyway as well, right by that, you know, that one's place, who brags about he knows the mafia and he doesn't know the mafia because he's a dick. Anyway, I don't like him. I've never liked him. So, and it's not just because I'm a local, and it's nothing to do with Christmas dinners. I just don't like him as a person because he brags about the mafia and he doesn't know the mafia. So that's an actual reason why I don't like that prick. Because he thinks, well, we won't get into that. So let's get back into this video. So that alleyway is notorious, absolutely notorious, because they've run down, because they can throw the wallet in with the dress and that, and escape out to the beach. So that's another hot spot. They sometimes walk, yeah, they actually walk on the Avenida de Mediterraneo, like past like Don Pancho, Hotel Don Pancho. That's another little hotspot that they might get you at, is if you're walking past Hotel Don Pancho. Walking along to the other wine barrel that's on the corner opposite Buffalo Bill. Yeah. That road there, which used to be Dino's, which I've mentioned that many times. You walk along there and they'll take a left, because that's now known as the new Muggers Alley. Yeah, where the Villa de Benidorm is. That little stretch behind the police station opposite Flash Hotel. They're always there. There's like 4 or 5 of them, and they're standing against the railings. They see you on your own, walking along. Oh, hey, touchy feely, grabbing hold of the genitalia. while they're being distracted, boom, pocket, wallet, phone, earbuds, you name it. They get a little bit touchy-feely and they act out like prostitutes. And we'll get into that in a minute, because I have a little story about something that I personally saw about a year ago, and it still happens. Right, so it's happening there, right? And a lot more thefts happen just on that little stretchway than ever before. Yeah. So, one more little bit of information. Right. The original Muggers Alley is by Primavera Lights Apartments. Absolutely beautiful apartments. I have personally stayed there myself, so I know. That, do not ever go down there of a night. That is pitch black of a fucking night, apart from the hotel. Pitch black. And that is very much notorious. And I will admit, going back to that hotel, sometimes if I'm spending a few days there while I'm getting renovations done on the finca, whatever, I'll stay in there. But yes, there has been times when I've been alone at night and walked home there, and yeah, you do see some goings on there. You do see some crazy drug dealing and all that crap. Like drug dealing, you don't really see much of. You only see that more of on the square. Right, so next point. You'll get they're not bouncers, they're like little, what's the name of them? There's a name for them. They're like outside. Oh, I've forgotten the name. Oh man. They're like outside and they'll tell you, hey, come in here for a free shot. But for extra little money for them, they'll go say to you, this is in the club's in the square, so we're coming on to this point, and they'll go to you, do you want Charlie? A lot of people don't know what Charlie is, so I don't know why, and it gets asked all the time. I get asked, oh my god, I've been asked. So I wind up and I go, who's Charlie? And this lad one night, it was actually a couple of weeks ago, he goes to me, oh, you know who Charlie is? I was like, I don't know who Charlie is. Oh, I know who Charlie is. And he goes, oh, come. I went, Charlie is my best mate. Charlie's my best mate. I'll go and call him now. And then I go, so I wind up and I go, oh, Charlie's my best mate, and I'll go and call him now. So that's a way to like go, okay, stop. Yeah, but if anybody asks you for Charlie, it means cocaine. So stay clear, because they're a bunch of assholes. And what they are, they live in the way. But once they do finish that, they'll go and rob people. The same people that are in the middle of the square trying to poach you to get in for a shot and ask you for Charlie are also poaching you to steal from you, like later on, like to say, oh, I haven't seen you before, one of those type people. So we've got near enough the nitty gritty. Right, so men, you gotta listen to me and listen to me good. If you're buying shorts or jeans, everything in the front pocket, phones, the lot. And if you're happen to walk past the pinpoints of where these pickpockets are, hands in your fucking pockets, and do not put your hands out of your pockets. Backpacks. This is very important because a lot of thefts happen with backpacks behind. two things, right? And I actually have what I want to show you, and it is specifically for a backpack. Right, I'm still here, don't worry. Right, it's in here, right? This little gadget will bleep and save your life. So this is used on a backpack, right? It's a little tiny gadget. These are very important. Yes, you get them from Temu on Shein. I've been using these now for the past 2.5 years. So yeah, these little bad boys. And I'll explain to you about these little bad boys. You clip these on your zipper in your backpack, where you have all your main stuff in. It's very hard for them to pull, because these are really good spring back. These are one of the best that I would say. This stops them from getting into your bag. This little device, I know how crazy this is, but I've been wearing it 2.5 years and I've never ever had anything. Yeah, I had one thing stolen on me one time and it was like 10 euros in a consume, only because I didn't have this on one time, because I forgot to put it on. But always make sure you have this on. And it wasn't even backpack, it was me little bag, because I left it partly open and it was moved and 10 euros was taken out of it, because that was all I had left, because I had other money stashed and my wallet and all that. Luckily they didn't get me wallet, they just opened up the zip of my purse, didn't even know, took 10 euros out. So anyway, let's get back into this. So this goes on your backpack, and I would advise, if you are going to like the markets or El Cisne or the Pueblo market on a Wednesday and Sunday, or the other market on a Wednesday, or Albia, or any market, advice to buy one of these and have it on the front of yourself. Because what I do when I go to the market, past couple of times I've had to take my crossbody bag with me. I've tucked my crossbody bag, wedged it in the backpack and had it wrapped around me, because that's how I've had to do it. I've not been touched, I've not been anything like that. So always be very wary of yourself. That's actually wind. So yeah, so this little device, and you'd actually get it from Temu and Shein. This is specifically for your backpacks, this one, because it's strong and durable. I do have other ones that are for your bag. I don't know if I got it in here. It might be a little bit. Yeah, I have a gold one in here. Right, so I have this one as well. This is specifically for your handbags. So they're not my favourite ones. They're okay, but I prefer those ones, and you can get ones smaller in silver. So I have these in silver and gold. So I usually, if you don't have these, I'll probably give you one during your bar tour or your other tour. So that's very handy, right? Bag wise, now I can't say this because I'm wearing a bag that's actually been gifted to me by a friend, but it's locked to perfection, and I'll show you why. So this is the handbag I'm currently using now. This is something I don't advise anybody to have, is these bags like this, because they can just go like that and take your bag. if that makes sense. So yeah, do not have bags like this. I do tell you guys all the time. So yeah. So yeah, it's just so you guys know. I don't recommend these bags whatsoever because of these. And I don't know why people still buy them, because I think it's just ridiculous, because it's the most... I've seen bags like this being taken. Like, it's unreal. Like, this is where most of the thefts happen, because of these type of bags. Yeah, that's the only reason why I wear it, is because of my friend. Because she bought me it. That's why. You know, being nice. Because, like, I'm grateful because she bought me the bag. So, yeah. Just checking everything. See, and I have the most simplest purse as well on the planet. So, yeah. See, everything's, like, locked in there. See, it's got loads of zips, even at the front. They could even get into your stuff. That's why I don't like the bags whatsoever. Been looking for that. But anyway, let's get on to a type of bag that you should have. Let me find it. We're rolling it. This is unedited, so yeah. We're unedited vlog. I told you, unedited vlog. You know where we are. We're here. So yes, my tour guide bag. Why I love this so much is because this is more better. And as you can tell, security first. And I also have one of those. So I have double the protection. Why I say this is because it connects both to the bag and the zip. So more like crossbody bags, man bags like this. Yeah. As you know, I'm a tour guide, is what you expect. So yeah, so let's carry on, right? So we've talked about the bags. And always have your bag on the front of you for the ladies. That's the sort of bag you can, because you can get a nice bag, or you can get wristlets, and you can do the same thing with the lock, but you can always keep hold of it and it's close to you with like your phone or whatnot. So phones, try not to have them in sight. What else? Now, right. Let's talk about this, because this is very important, right? You're going to see some suspicious activity, no matter where you are in the world, right? And we're going to start off. We're going to start off big, right? P-men. If you see this oldest, stupidest game in the fucking world, excuse my language, walk right past. Do not entertain them. If you see it, don't even tell people to stop the game. Just walk past, ignore them, because when they do the P-men game, right, it'll be one of those people, right? They are in on it, right, as well. So he'll start and he'll have somebody. He'll be doing the P, and then, you know, oldest game in the trick book. So someone will get it right and they'll pretend to get money. While crowds are grabbing it in, you've got people that are pretending to think that they'll participate, whatever. But you've also got people watching for the police. But these are the people you've got to watch as well. And the other people, because they could dip your pockets. dip your wallets. But here's the thing, this is a game you do not win. This is a game that will be drawn out of all your money. And you'll even be stolen of it as well. So yeah. But when the police come, they scatter. Because it's an illegal game, so beware of the P-men. And they play it anywhere they can. I remember one night, I was filming a vlog. I come outside the steps, right? Reminds me I've got to film some tapas stuff in a couple of days. This is the same spot on Tapas. They call it Tapas Square because it goes in like a square. This is in the old town. So, coming out of there, and I take the left. Just as I was taking the left, just on the corner there, there's the P-men playing their game. The most stupidest people. They play it there, they play it outside the market. They'll play it anywhere they can. Just to fucking rob off a customer. And you never win. Something I've experienced on a train. Right. They'll even pickpocket you on a train. This doesn't usually happen in Benidorm, but on other trains going towards Madrid or Alicante or wherever, there'll be like a pen and a little box, and inside the box there's a piece of paper. And you have to write in it and you put money in the box. Don't entertain that, because they'll see you put the money in and they'll go for your pockets. On the train. Yeah. So don't sign anything, don't pretend that they could be disabled or whatever. It's a scam. Complete scam. Yeah, and there's a little box and pen trick as well that they started doing about 2 years ago. It's like you sign your name and you've got to put money in the box. It's crazy. Or like you'd open the box, put the money in, you'd have the pen. It's weird. It's a weird scam. So yeah, obviously, and then you've got let's speak about the beach next. Especially in the summer months, there's 2 scams that happen on the beach. 2. One is the sunbed scam, right? Like, someone will come over to you and say, "Oh, you can have this for €10 for your sunbeds," right? You give them the money, and then the real person that sells the sunbeds to you will want your money, and you're just like, "I've already paid the guy." It's a complete scam. You've been robbed of €10 of your own money, and now you've got to pay. Alhamdulillah. Now you've got to pay another 12 to the legitimate guy. Property scams. You don't really hear of the property scams anymore, but there are few and foremost between. You'll still see them hanging around near Torre Principado, and they'll go, "Oh, we'll offer you a property." It's a timeshare scam that even bad. I've been scammed on a couple of those, but that really doesn't really happen much anymore. It only happens in certain countries, but it hasn't happened in Spain in a while that I know of. But yeah, they'll take you to a room and they'll go, this and this. It's £199 for all your flights, whatever. But then you've got to pay like £5,000 or £2,000 or £1,000, and then they'll pop with the champagne. Ooh, and you know then you've been fucking scammed. But the last big one on the beach that I would tell you guys is the cocktails. Oh boy, right? These illegal cocktail sellers, yes, I will say the police are starting to clamp down on this, but they're not really. They try. So yeah, so you have these illegal cocktail sellers that they'll go down alleyways, sinkholes, and they will make these bats of boots of card and everything just to make these cocktails, and it's like a little bit of the cheapest alcohol ever, and it's the rest in like juice and how they cut the fruit. It's all on the floor. It's disgusting. You could end up going to hospital. It's disgusting how they do it. And yes, there is people out there that still fall for the scam. And I see, because I remember walking along the beach and I was like, oh my goodness, hope these guys don't fall for it. And the little tactic, they go, we've just come from the bar, do you want a cocktail? And they've fucking been illegally making it. Crazy. Never ever fall for that scam, and people still fall for that scam. There's a guy that busts, and he pretends to play the violin. It's not, it's a pre-recorded track. He doesn't even know how to play the violin. And then there's a scam where a guy's playing music and he's got a wife and a baby, or a girl and a baby, and that's another scam because he can't even play. There's some that are really, really good. There's some that are really, really awful. They just con you out. There's a lot of beggars that are legitimate beggars, because we're going on to another subject now, beggars. But some beggars are just there to just out and out rob you. Like, yeah, they are proper scam and scum. And a lot of them are more by Piccadilly and Silver Dollar. Those sort of ones. You get them outside the supermarkets. Oh, the ones outside the supermarkets. Here's a good one. Right? And this happened a lot as well when I was on vacation in Malaga outside the Mercadona there. Because the Mercadona was like 200 yards away from where I lived. Where I stayed at the time. So, yes. And these guys go, oh, I need to feed my 3 kids, blah blah blah. It's got like a sign. A few of them have it. But these ones in particular, I'll tell you this is the truth, because I've seen this, right? With my own eyes. Because I have to cut through. You've actually seen the video where I cut through from that it's quicker from my house to come round and that. So there's a little lay-by, like where people park the cars, right? I see with my own eyes the person that was at Consum begging for money getting changed into, literally, the suit must have been about 10 grand for the suit. Woman and a man in posh suits, driving in Mercedes-Benz, Lexuses and all that, Audis, the lot, and the cars are very expensive, and these are from head to toe. Now, you wouldn't think this, but this guy is low life scum. The next one, you see the one that dresses up, has white on his face, has puts a wig on and wears white, and has like a fan and is like a statue. Yeah, here we go. This prick's as fucking aggressive as he come. Right. Do you know this prick? Right. He's not. He's one of the biggest scammers on the planet. He's got a fucking mansion in fucking Calpe and a fucking boss car that sets you back about €2 million, and there he is, fucking doing the fucking whole statue trick, and then gets his mate that stands on his knees and goes, give me money, and he's the one that's in the fucking gold. So they're both fucking, and there's another one that's in pink as well, further along on the New Town side. They are the biggest load scams on the planet. I don't even entertain that shit. To just walk past and go scam, because it's a load of fucking scamming. So these people that begs, and they've got like a little cup, and they've got all like a little plastic thing to put the money in, and they're sitting on the floor begging. There's nothing wrong with them, because they've got fucking nice houses in fucking wherever. Albia, Altea, Calpe, Denya. So, you know, they're a whole load of scam artists, right? And here's another one that me and Si experienced recently. Pregnant woman who's Spanish, and her partner is Moroccan, right? They are going round basically going, we'll get you this, and this, and this, but you've got to give us money to go and get this, and this. The stuff never arrive what you want off them. They just go off with your money. And yet she's pregnant. She must be about six. Hang on. Almost 5 months pregnant now, right? Yeah, I'd say about 5 months pregnant she is now. And yet, and then there's another episode where that's all they want is money for drugs. So they're conning out over other little bits, which obviously happened to us. Yeah, pretending to feel sorry for them, because this is what people do. And yeah, the little trick is, we sleep in a car. They don't sleep in a car. They got a fucking lovely apartment in fucking Alicante, and they want to scam off you. And then the same one, the one that's pregnant, was pushing a guy in a wheelchair to beg for money. And I'm glad that they didn't see me, because if they would have saw me, I would have said something. Because, yeah. But like, now I want to get into a little something, because this is important, right? But just over a year ago, I walked down Avenida de Murcia to turn right to go to the Med, about a year ago or so. So, I'm just minding my own business, and as you turn the corner, there's a woman who's with the pickpockets, by the way, but she's prostituting. You know what I'm saying, I don't even have to say it. In public, on the corner of Mediterranean, and there's the guy, he's like, let's be happy. One hand she's doing like that, the other hand she's in his pockets, taking his wallet. There's no, whatever, there's none. She's just basically out to rob him, and he thinks he's getting a good time, but this is an actual, it's out, it's in public, and she's doing that. There's no sex involved. She's just going to rob him while she's going to give him a good time, as he's being distracted by this moment. Yes. And that is in the middle of fucking Avenida Mediterranean, and people can walk past, kids can walk past, and yet they do it. I'll tell you another place where they do it. Avenida Europa, right? There's a health shop and an apartment. They go around there, and there's the same thing happening. Same situation. they get robbed. Things they do to the people, and they just get robbed. And there's 2 spots there. Oh man, there's a lot of things that they do. Yeah. Now, important part of this, right? When you with, because I want to say this, because this is very, very important. I know we're 45 minutes in, but I want to get this out there, right? As me as a tour guide, and me as what I want to do, right? On all tours, whether it's a free tour, we go out of a night and enjoy some tapas and do some karaoke or do some bar tours, whatever. This is important, right? Nobody else is doing this, but I am. Because this is on my contract. This is what I want to do for you guys to ensure your safety. I pick you up at your hotel, right? And return you guys to your hotel so that you are safe and sound because of what is happening. So you're always going to be safe, right? Now, always stick together. In my groups, you'd always stick together. If somebody happens to fall away from the crowd, they always have my number. And I'm friends with some of the bar managers and that, so they can see like the bar staff or the bar manager, and they can contact me and we can come back to the bar, and there you are. There's your safety. We'll make sure you're back with us and take you somewhere else, because that's what I will do. Yeah. As well, because I am friends with a lot of the bar staff, and I'm a lot of the friends with the managers, so we'll have that bit of relationship as well, so that's good, solid. So yeah, so if you are lost, stay in that same, my advice would be stay in that same bar, right? Don't leave the bar, and we can retrace our steps and go, oh, because I'll always do a count before each bar, and when we leave the bar, and I'll do a count and I'll go, oh, there's one missing, let's go back to the upper bar, and then we'll come and get you. So there's another trick, that's another thing that I can do as well, so that we all stick together. And yet my prices reflect that. My prices will reflect your safety, and make sure that we're together, and you'll get all your drinks included, you'll get tapas included, you'll get shots included. So yeah, but they do lots and lots of scams, and lots of people get away with it, and I just hope that one day the police clamp down on it. Yeah. But yeah, I think I've summarised everything that happens, and that's why with what I'm doing, I want to make a little bit of a difference. But I also want to make sure that you guys are safe and sound. That is my most important thing. Yeah. But you've just got to be vigilant out there. And yes, this is my advice. If you want to have a good time, try not to drink it. Try not to have a lot of short spirit drinks. Have like your beer, maybe have a couple of shots, but that's it. To have a good time, make sure that you're not drunk. Make sure that you're aware of your surroundings wherever you are. Just be safe out there, guys. Like, we care about your safety. Especially me as a tour guide, and what I do, I care especially about your safety, your well-being, because while you're under me, I've got to look after you guys. So that's important to me, that I have to make sure that you're safe, you're sound, no one goes near you. And it's important to say no to things. If you don't want a cocktail, you don't want this, you don't want that. Yeah. And be careful when you're out of a night as well. That's my last sound of advice would just be careful. And have a good time. So I hope that this new revamped version, you could see the original on Skylar Loves Movies, Vlogs and Travel, which says, saying this in hopes you doesn't stop you to come to Benidorm. So this will be along the same lines for the new channel. So anyway, I really hope that you enjoy this video, and I hope that I've given you some very, very important points on the safeties and what can happen to you guys in Benidorm if you're not careful. Watching out for the pickpockets, and just be vigilant, guys. So yeah, so with me, it's all about hidden secrets, hidden gems and local secrets, and I will be back with a new video soon. So I hope you do enjoy this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.